Fate versus choice in Shakespeare's plays. Learning objectives. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to understand the concepts of fate and free will. Identify examples of fate versus choice in Shakespeare's plays. Express opinions using language of speculation, might, could, may, perhaps. Compare characters' decisions and discuss alternative outcomes. Participate in discussions and justify their interpretations. Warm-up. In pairs, discuss for 2 minutes. Do you believe our lives are controlled by fate or by our own choices? Give one real-life example. To be or not to be? The famous line from Hamlet represents the conflict between accepting destiny and making a personal decision. Discuss. Do people always have real freedom to choose, or are their choices influenced by circumstances and other people? Is it better to accept difficult situations as fate, or to try to change them through our actions? Can thinking too much about a decision stop us from acting? Case Study 1. Hamlet. Summary. In Hamlet, Prince Hamlet learns from his father's ghost that his uncle murdered the king and now sits on the throne. Hamlet feels responsible for taking revenge, but he hesitates, doubts, and overthinks his actions. As he delays, his decisions lead to misunderstandings, accidental deaths, and finally his own downfall. This raises the central question: is Hamlet following a destiny he cannot escape, or are his own choices responsible for the tragic ending? Speculations. Do you think Hamlet's problem is fate? Or his own indecision? Discuss in pairs. Use speculative language. He might feel that. Perhaps he believes that. He could be afraid of. Case Study 2. Romeo and Juliet. Summary. In Romeo and Juliet fall deeply in love despite their families being enemies. They secretly marry and make risky decisions to stay together. However, a series of misunderstandings and impulsive choices lead to their tragic deaths. This raises the question: were they doomed by fate from the beginning, or did their own choices cause the tragedy? Speculations. Which events in Romeo and Juliet seem controlled by destiny, and which are caused by personal decisions? Discuss in pairs. Use speculative language. It might be fate because they could have chosen differently. Perhaps they had no real choice. Good job.